Right then. Here we go. A very unexpected and very last minute addition to your Saturday night Periscope streaming lineup. I will squeeze this amuse-bouche in quickly before Boise and Mella start their Tayside stream. You know, leave the princes of patter, the bad boys of banter, the titans of Tayside, the heroes of hyperbole, and leave them to crack on with their Tayside shenanigans. Hello guys, I can see the Hamper B Army's there. I did see somebody else join, I missed it, apologies. Glad to have you. Big news, straight out the trap, before we crack on into some games, is an absolute worldie has come in. I spent £1 million on him. He's only worth 70k currently. Ridiculous. JM manager, that was the guy I missed. Hello buddy, glad to have you back in. You catch me bigging up Christian Jardlot, who is, look at those numbers, that is disgusting. For a 19-year-old, he's a Swede. He's going to be a top man. He has not yet played for Helsingborg. He's going to be playing every week for me. He is going to take us to that next level. £1 million, it's my biggest signing. It's a lot of the transfer budget, in all honesty. But it's a big improvement, I think, on some of the guys we did have in there. Jamie Cassidy's, who was on a free, and a couple of other players. Scally obviously wants to extend his contract. Good news. We've thrown the money at him. Dimble, good to have you, buddy. Top man, hope you sorted out your shenanigans from earlier. But, yes, let's crack on. Let's go. Let me know if there's any issues, if everybody can hear me okay. And I can see a lot of people jumping in and out quickly. And we'll crack on from there. Steve, good to have you, mate. Straight into the thick of the action against Clyde. Let's see what they're doing. We're in third, so this is a big game. This is a must win, I think, and we'll crack on, see how we go. A lot of white there, I don't like that at all. Oof. A debut obviously for Jardlar. A clean sheet would be nice for him, but here we go. It's a great start. My Ethiopian wonder kid, 17, very determined, very brave, lots of 10s, 12s, 40, big stats there for a very young lad. In the Ethiopian team every week, keeping the big names out, like Saddam Hussein. Seaman, even better first name. Let's crack on, second half. James Nicholas, good to have you, mate. Oh, it's an equaliser from fucking Clyde. That's not ideal. Fucking. That's 2 points drop, that is. Oh, my captain. I should have had a look at that, in fairness. Keeper's had a worldie. 8 shots on target. You've got to be putting more than one of them away. Fucking terrible. That's gutted. Well, I'll tell you what, one of the questions I wanted to ask was visually, is this clearer than it has been in previous... that's more of a question for Dimble more than anybody else, I think, as he picked up on it before. I could see the stream on my phone. It looks quite a way behind. So yeah, if people could let me know if visually it's a bit clearer than it has been, and if we're cracking on okay, if you can hear me. Basically, any issues, just let me know. And we'll crack straight on. Up to 4 of you there. That's good to see. Oh, that's a shame. I'd like to get him through the door. Not a young player, but in a position I could do with players. Norwegian might be one for Rocks to have butchers at on his happier than usual Scandinods save. Let's give him let's throw money at him, see what we can do. No, I didn't think it'd come. But maybe try again. We've got a few more shekels in the bank. Oh, my Periscope's had a bit of a shenanigans there. Darren Kenton's contract's due to expire. That's a lot of top-notch Dimble. Appreciate that, mate. I can't see anything at the minute, so that's good to see. Good to hear, at least. That's not a horrendous amount of money. I literally can't see a thing on Periscope now. That's not ideal. Try and get myself back in on Periscope now. Still can't see a fucking thing. Hello, Rox. Good to have you, mate. I can see you're there, but I can't see anything else on my fucking Periscope. So that is delightful. Let's see if I can... Oh, it's this level of professionalism that you get with something in the air. It really is. It's a fucking shower of shit. It's a smutsy shambles. There we go. I can now visually see what the fuck is going on. Delightful. Here we go. Evening, Rocks. Evening, mate. You did just get yourself a mention, actually, for this fella. Might be one to have a quick look at in your Scandinord save. There's actually a couple of players I was hoping you might have a quick look at. This fella in 4 years' time, I imagine. I'd be very, very surprised if it's not one you've got. I do have low latency on Rocks, yeah. Yeah. Yes, no, I have. I've ticked the box. I heard you mention it before. That's ticked. it looks like it's catching up a fair bit now, my stream, so I can see what's going on. As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. That's excellent news. We're going to have to bid more for him. I know this is a guy you've got in your squad for the Scandinavians. Got more money than sense, so I think we're going to be getting him in early doors. But yeah, maybe one for you there, Rox. Bashir might be worth a look at in your save, and Harbuzi certainly always becomes world class in any of my saves. Oh, that's a shame. It's a shame. I'd have expected him to be up there as far as ability is concerned. 5 years down the line. But you're the oracle, mate, not me. I would expect nothing more. Scally getting the love he deserves. Fantastic news. You can fuck right off, Celtic. It is not for sale. D Hamper B Army, good to see you again. Back in and out, doing the okie dokie on the stream. Good shout, mate. If I'm around on Monday, I think I'm working, but I'll give you a shout. Again, a little memory for you. Gary Rowett, what a bag of dog shit he was for Leicester. But that is some very good stats. Dimble, good to see you again, mate. Now that would be a very good free transfer. Ready for next season. You prick. I'll throw the money at him anyway, just in case. Darren Kenton for next season. £275. That's about right for him, in fairness, even if it should be a free. Look at them stats. It's a good squad. Good squad signing there is Darren Kenton. Ooh. Now this would be a very good signing. Oh, that's not horrendous either. That's not ideal. As I can't quite get to your wages. We'll go there. Tonton Zola. In fairness, I wouldn't put it past you to get Going Loco, Tonton Zola Makoko. Just being able to crowbar in that song and steal it away from the Prince of Patter himself, I think would be... thanks for the retweet, Box. Appreciate that, mate. Just for the opportunity to steal that song away from fucking Makanga Tweedy, or whatever his fucking name is. Makanga Cheryl Tweedy. I did have a look at the VPS squad. Dimble as well, mate. You're a legend. Appreciate it. For mil. It's not the end of the world. Trying to steer clear as much as I can from some of the guys that everybody else is sort of picking up, as you can imagine. But to be fair, they aren't players. Steve as well, mate, a legend. And D Hamper B Army, you guys, you beautiful bastards. Try not to try and sign quite as many people that other guys are streaming and signing, because there's relatively few. That's a fucking very good player there. That's one I've not heard of before. Ooh, that's brought me to silence. That's a player that needs an offering right there. yeah, there's only what 3, 4, 5, 6 of us streaming, so having all of the same names is a bit overkill, isn't it? You know. Oh, was I looking at the wrong Sozo? John Kerr, my 43-year-old physio. You can have a new contract, 400 quid a week. You can't fucking turn your nose up at that. 22 grand for him. He's going at. He's free at the end of the season, so yeah, you crack on, mate. You fucking. Nobody wants to come to Ayr. James Nicholas back in, good lads. Nobody wants to come and play for us. Let's have a look. To be honest, there's not. I don't need a lot for now. It's next season. I'm kind of looking for. You know, an upgrade to RISP, but I would be very surprised if that's not a guy you've had, Rox, in one of your saves. It's these kinds of guys. The Yola Olsen. I don't know that you've had him. Jardla, I don't know if you've had him, Rox. And Shue, Jordanos. It's these guys that I've had in previous saves that I've not seen on too many streams or any at all, really. So it's these sorts of guys that I'm trying to pick those guys out, the younger players with less eyes on them, I think. That's not a fucking surprise. I'll try him once he gets out of contract. 22 grand for a player that could leave on a free. Don't mind that at all. Sub number 4. Who's that? That's and Jens. Thanks for having you. Thanks for coming, mate. Good to have you. It's a name I've not spotted before, so welcome to Something in the Air as we take on a glamour tie at Partick Thistle. We see how we get it on. Straight into it. That's what I like to see. Plenty of. Ooh, that's too much yellow there. There we go. And Chewy. I'm going to call him Chewy for short. Chewy's back there. Good to see. He's got some big goals there. 7-11. Can't really turn your nose up at that. I mean, it's no Eugene Daddy stats, but you know, it's not bad for a Wookie. Fucking, I don't like. That's too much yellow. Oh, fucking disallowed. PR Greaves, good to have you, mate. Need another one to fucking settle my nerves. Oof, another disgusting 1-0 win, but we'll take it. Another Chewy goal. We with Chewy bagging, we really did come away with that by the skin of our teeth. That is a mastication pun. Fantastic. Offensive Wookie of the Year award coming for Chewy. Love the pun. Love it. There we go. I think this is the guy that Boise calls Captain Schweppes. It's not one I've ever had before, but he looks the business, in fairness. And I do need another midfield option. In fairness, one I haven't touched on, I have brought in Steve Simmons on loan. I think as a short-term solution, that's a fucking good signing as far as I'm concerned, and hopefully it'll give me a chance to snap him up away from Hearts ready for next season. I briefly touched on it last stream, having Pentia there available behind Neil Scally for when he inevitably gets himself booked and suspended. But yeah, this stream I just wanted to sort of give a few more players a little chance. I think Jordanos 1 and 2, can't really complain with that so far. 6 and 7, keep an eye on that if that drops a bit. But there's always Yo Paver snapping at the heels. You keep fucking bidding as much as you like. He's not going anywhere. That's another good player to have in the squad there. And where's sub number 4? Rigo, there we go. So Schweppes goes straight into the Sherwell-F, whatever his fucking name is, goes straight on the bench there. He'll get plenty of game time this season. Happy Christmas, everybody. I missed it. John Brown, how are you still here? No one even wants you for free, mate. I can't give you away. Up to 13 viewers, which is fantastic. Dawson's still not going to be able to be prized away from Garden. Not a surprise. He's not going to want to come to me. Again, no interest. What a fucking surprise that is, but just throw money at him and hope for the best. He doesn't fancy it either. Fucking no one wants to come to Ayr. Supermax 76, good to have you, mate. Appreciate it. Up to 17 now. 100k, fuck off. I tell you what, this is annoying. Oh, Neil Duffy, fucking every time. Stop having a similar name. Fuck's sake. Transfer listed him and then fucking not accepted a fucking bid. Oh, what a twat. There we go, fantastic. Fucking beautiful numbers, mate. I'm very happy with 17. I've missed plenty of you coming in and out. I'll be honest. So feel free to 18, up to 18. Say hello, everybody. If you're, it must be on Twitter rather than on Periscope, I would imagine. So feel free to say hello. I'll give you a shout out. Make you feel very special for the briefest of moments. Give you a metaphorical online handy. Yeah, come say hello. Join in. I loved the last couple of streams with yourself, Rox, and the Tayside lads with your major flops. That was a good discussion, and players you love to hate. I got involved in both of them. As a Leicester fan, Adi Akibai was fucking absolute dog shit. Big money flop for us, and Dennis Wise as the definition of a fuck trumpet really was. Having the absolute gall to break Callum Davidson's jaw, have his contract ripped up, and then take us to court. What an absolute fuckwad. Prick. I must admit, I very much enjoyed... He can fuck off. Seeing him on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here now with kangaroo bollocks in his mouth. That's what he belongs, to be fair. As far away from the UK as possible, and with a pair of hairy kangaroo balls dangling on his chin. A prick. To be honest, Rock's not really any need for a lot of positions to strengthen. It's more just about sort of planning for next season, really. I think none of these guys are going to come to me for the time being. I don't think. Neil Duffy. That's another decent goalkeeper to have in the squad, I think. No interest. Yeah, not a fucking surprise. That'll be the one. He's not going to have any interest, let's be fair. Why would you come to Ayr instead of Greece? Wait until the end of the season, fair enough. John Bradford, you can fuck off. Not a surprise. But yeah, off the back of those discussions of biggest flop and player that you love to hate, I think the talking point for me today is the most average player. Like, if you think of someone like James McCarthy going to Crystal Palace, that is the most Crystal Palace signing you can think of. You know, a fucking who's the lad that was at West Brom for fucking years and years and years ago, who's been linked with Stoke at the minute, the Northern Chris Brunt. Chris Brunt, that's a Stoke signing right there. That is a very average fucking Stoke nailed on signing. You know, Andy Carroll going back to Newcastle this season. Fucking, that is a nailed on Newcastle signing. Is there any for your clubs that you just look at that player and go, yep, yeah. You know, Phil Bardsley, that is a Burnley and a half signing, that is, James. That is bang on. That is pure Tony Pulis player right there. I think the one that jumps out to me is Jesse Lingard. He will play for Everton one day. That is a nailed on. Phil Jones, Jesse Lingard are going to Everton at some point. Absolute pure, got Everton written all over them. It's a player I like. Yeah, is there any players like that? I think to a certain extent, I think David Nugent when he was at Leicester, when we were looking to, that's a fucking surprise, when we were looking to go up into the Premier League, when we were in the Championship, David Nugent was prime Leicester City signing. That was a bang average, really decent striker in the Championship, but knowing that you are just not going to cut it in the Premier League, and I think every Leicester City fan knew that was the case. And thank fuck Jamie Vardy decided that he wanted to play for us, and he fucking kicked on the way he did, because we were fucked with a Chris Wood, Leonardo Ulloa, David Nugent trio of forwards. Dimble, you're right. Yeah, now there is no fucking Sunderland contingent of Man United rejects anymore. Keith Andrews for Blackburn. That is a very Blackburn signing. That is like when Lee Carsley went there. That's a fucking pure fucking definition of a bang average. Get in there, Ed Sheeran. A bang average fucking player going to a bang average team. They're the fucking the ones. See how we're getting on. Some good. Oh, there we go. Second goal. OG. I think that, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's my first own goal for Ayr. Fucking rocks is the Oracle, I'm sure he'll tell me otherwise. But I believe, routine 2-0 win, still at the top of the table. We're slowly climbing away from the competition. That's what I like to see, not dropping points. The one that surprises me, that he never went to a team like Stoke, was Lee Catamon. That was to me, looked like a very West Brom, a very Stoke Burnley-esque sort of signing. Might be a cheap and cheerful option for the squad. Scott McDonald. No chance he's coming, but we'll give it a try. He's half Scottish at least. Yeah, not a fucking surprise. That would be a good signing while he's here. Excellent news. Demanding that. You can have that, sunshine. Can have a non-promotion release clause, considering I'm expecting to be promoted. I won't need that. Ruben Hazel in the squad would be delightful. That's very reasonable. Delicious. Cannot complain with that. Who's Mark Smith? Could not give a shit. Manager of the Month award again. Delightful. Chris Ray. And my keeper with the Young Player of the Month award. Lovely stuff. That's a shame, and I fucking turned down 100k for him about 5 minutes ago. What a fucktard I am. Horrendous. Don't mind that. I don't think I'm going to pick him up, to be fair. He was a short term. Champ Mega Save. Great to have you, mate. I think this might be the first time you've been on live, I believe. Great to have you, anyway. We are tentatively talking about the most bang average players signing for bang average teams. Carl Laurie for every check. There you go. For me, it's a bit like Dean Shields. I shied away from signing him on this save. I think Rox mentioned it the other day as well. Never been able to as the Scottish lads say, get a tune out of him. But yeah, he gets flogged every time. But yeah, the one for me was Chris. I have seen you watching up on Catch Up, Champ Mega Save. Appreciate it. Very much appreciated and lovely to have you. Yeah, Chris Brunt to Stoke is the most fucking Stoke signing I've ever seen. 20k for Per Hissing. I will take a bit of that if he wants to come here. That's a shame. Will he come? Oh, that's intriguing because somebody else is in for him. I'm gonna throw the kitchen sink at him, but he'll do well for me if, as and when we get up to the SPL. Oh, beautiful! This is becoming a bit Air Nordic. With another Viking in the squad. Fantastic. That's another very good defensive player for me. As you may have seen if you've been back through some of the older episodes, some of the first episodes, I always start from the back effectively with recruitment. I think the 1 million pound, 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 1 milli always start with a left-sided centre back. This was always going to be my first target, and it's taken me a while to get hold of him. I spent big money on him, and he's somehow even further decreasing in value. But he's not getting sold, so I'm not that fussed. But those stats for a 19-year-old is disgusting. And first 3 games, 7-3-3. You can't say fairer than that. I think he'll stay with me for a long old while. In fairness. And yeah, having Hissing available, I think he's going to be. Yeah, of course I can, James. I can show my tactics. Not a problem at all. It is a very, very, very basic. To be honest, it's one of the default tactics. It's the 4-1-3-2 right at the bottom there. It is purely as bang average as you can get. Really, it's the kind of formation I'd play in real life. There's no width there. I don't think you really need width drastically in Champ Manager. I like 2 up top, but the 4 at the back for me is why I keep so many clean sheets. I've already flogged him, Super Mac. I apologise, Robert the Bruce. It was one of the early players that fell by the wayside. I'm afraid, mate. I'll dig him out in a second once I've gone through the tactics, and see how he's ended up. No Wibwob. That's cheating on this. I know a lot of people do on the, I don't know, Lord of War tactic for Rocks, and the guys over on Tayside love a 2 at the back, but I just think that's up there with Bob for me. That's a bit cheating, I think. Fair play to people that use it and can get a tune out of it and what have you. But for me, I'm a bit Mike Bassett. 4-4-2. 4 at the back. I wouldn't mind a 3 at the back system, but I've never been able to play it. And yeah, I think this is as attacking as you can go, without conceding a fuckload of goals, I think. And then yeah, as far as sort of player instructions go, I have long shots on for a couple of the guys, holding up play on the left hand side, up front, and taking pot shots right, left and centre for this guy, and obviously, as everybody knows, the defensive midfield is the most important position. We'll have a quick look for Robert the Bruce. There he is, off to Bury. It looks like he's in their reserves, or it might have been in my reserves, in fairness. Played a couple of games, done all right. Tactics are okay. Probably should have kept him, in all honesty. But I'm one of these people that just absolutely will gut. As you can see, I will gut a team as soon as I get there, clear it out, and just bring in my own players. I'm conscious of the time. And the Tayside guys are going to want to be on in a minute, so I'll make this the last game. Ayr Airdrie seems to be the only fucking team I ever play, in fairness. And appreciate all the input and everything that you guys have been with me all the way through. Appreciate it. Chewy's bagged again. What a guy. He's a real fan's favourite. At least with the manager. He's a manager's favourite, certainly. A player I've had once or twice before in other saves, and he starts off like a house on fire. 20 for finishing, 20 for tackling for a fucking striker is ridiculous. Career that he had in real life. Hey, good lads. There's plenty of players like that on here. Just ask Kim Kallstrom. Just ask Cherno Samba. Chewy, he's gonna be my Daddy Cool, I think, in this stream. He's going to stay with me. Jardler with his first goal. Good man. And another. What a goal machine from centre back. Great to see. Oh, bounces off the woodwork. A fourth would be lovely, but you see, that's the kind of thing you get with that tactic. 3-0 is a fairly standard result, to be fair. Only conceded 13 all season. You can't say fairer than that. In all honesty, you know, that's like a tiger at the back there, shutting up shop. Still banging the goals in. You know, not as flashy as some of the teams. I'm not going to be scoring hundreds and hundreds of goals in a season, so there's going to be plenty of 1-0s scraping through here and there. But I just think it is the plug and play tactic for me. But yeah, I'll leave it there with 10 minutes before the main event, if you like, of the Tayside boys. But yeah, if I'm assuming all 18 of you will be tuning in to the Barons of Banter, the Princess and Prince of Patter, the heroes of hyperbole, as they've been. And yeah, thanks for joining in to this unexpected sort of quick episode 3.5 that I've sort of nicked in here under the wire. And yeah, tune in next time, which will more than likely be at some point next week. I don't know when it's going to be. I'll be fair. I'm one of those. Fuck knows how. I'm a key worker for the time being, so I'm just in when I'm told to be in, and I'm here every second of the day otherwise. So thanks a lot, lads.